Previously.
Whatever, the window that has all the pretty colors on it. Xexor gonna say like that pretty color, so beautiful, like pink and white and light pink and so much color, so great. Soon, Stove Art, you pat yourself on the back because you're amazing. All right, so I think I should be able to talk to them now, right? Because I discovered the word in the.
So,
That's it.
Yes, that's it.
Thank you very much.
no, not at all. Maybe you can help me in exchange.
Okay, what's the problem?
Have you heard about the explosion a few years back?
What?
The explosion! Broken glass all around, me in the middle.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
Boom, and everything was broken. Luckily, I was able to save myself by diving out of the way like a cat.
Well, that's really exciting.
Yeah, it was, kind of.
Xexor, she don't sound excited. She sound like kind of like, whoa, boring. Yeah, I think that was kind of the point.
Can you tell me where I can find a museum that houses objects from the age of the Templars?
Let me think. How about the Musée Natres near the Montfaucon?
Thanks, you've been a great help.
At least she pronounces it like somebody who doesn't even want to even try. That's Natres and Montfaucon. Okay, Musée Natres. Okay. Oh.
Can you tell me something about...
Be quiet out there.
Come back later.
But I can't go in without a ticket.
That's not our problem. We're watching the match.
There are two cashiers staring at a TV set. I don't have any money left.
Have to sneak in, huh?
There are two cashiers. There are...
So the ticket booth and them is the same, basically. Okay, so I sneaked past them. Good. Apparently it was just a matter of timing. Or maybe they never look back. That's weird. I guess they're watching the TV, though, so they're not really paying attention. Xexor, the worst guards ever. Yeah, I know, right? Well, they're not security guards, they're the ticket guys, right? This is a security guard right here. Watchman, I guess? Okay. Okay. Don't see anything else to select, so...
You won't just let me in there, will you?
I can't. There's restoration work going on in there. The exhibits will be available in about 2 months.
Nice weather. Perfect for playing football. Outside.
I can't take it any longer, sir. Could you stop talking about football, please?
Aren't you interested in the match? Your colleagues in the ticket booth are watching the match between France and Germany. Don't you want to see that match?
You're right, of course. I'd love to see the match, but I'm not allowed to leave my post here. That's why I'd be much obliged if you could stop talking about it. It makes me sad.
Your colleagues are watching the game in the ticket booth, and you're here. Don't you think it's a little unfair that you have to work?
Well, what can I say? I tried to take the day off, but my colleagues were faster than me.
Alright.
I've tried it the nice and friendly way. Now it's time for a dastardly piece of cunning.
Yeah, right. Wait, what?
Oh my god, a penalty for the French team! What a brutal foul on Zidane!
I like that. Okay.
I must see that game. Could you take over my post for a minute while I go and watch the penalty?
Sure, pleasure.
Thank you so much, sir. Don't let anyone in. I'll be back in a minute.
Worst security guard ever. Really? That was enough? Wow, that's... I missed all those other dialogue options, though. That sucks.
It's not an FHM, but you must always educate yourself with new things.
An FHM? How's that educational? What the crapping?
This says that the parchment is one of the last documents written by Jacques de Molay. Shortly before he was burnt at the stake, he's said to have told one of his servant boys, Geoffrey de Charnay, the secret of a lost seal that was said to be more powerful than 1,000 gods. Wow, 1,000 gods, huh? Not just one, but 1,000. It says, Molay instructed Charnay to look for the seal, but before he could find it, he met the same fate as his master. Charnay was burnt alive by the French Inquisition. Although managed to hide the parchment from his enemies, the seal has remained lost to this day. The only trace that the parchment gives leads to is Portugal Tomar, a provincial small town northeast of Lisbon, the Templars' last European stronghold in the 14th century. When Tomar fell and the order was destroyed, the seal disappeared in the confusion of the war. But it is assumed that the seal is still hidden somewhere in the area. The sandy and rocky hills of Tomar are an attractive destination for archaeologists, tourists, and adventurous treasure seekers. That must be it. Tomar!
Pardon?
Nothing. It's alright. Stobart, you are fantastic. First, you got rid of the Watchman, and now you even know your next destination. Portugal.
Stovart, you pat yourself on the back because you're amazing. Okay.
This says that the parchment is one of the last documents written by Jacques. This says that
Okay. Vitrine?
behind the thick glass pane, I can see an old piece of parchment. But what does it say? Behind the thick...
I don't know that I'll be able to tell what it says. Anyway, yeah. Okay, I think that's it. So he's just gonna keep watching. Gosh dang it, I should have asked him more questions. Oh, maybe I don't need to. I don't know.
The game is just in an exciting phase. Leave us alone.
I don't have any money left. There...
And he's not even accessible anymore. Ah, well, you know, whatever. I guess. There we go. Okay, I was going to say, where's my leave to go to Lisbon, right? Portugal not far from Tomar. Xexor, what the crapping? What do you mean, what the crapping? Do you have your own private jet or something? No. Why would you ask that? Because it's the same plane every destination you fly to. Well, that's just they did it once and then just reused the footage. Right. Lazy. I don't think so.
I don't need any souvenirs. Maybe later. I don't... A man of about 60 is examining the well. Interesting. Hi, my name is George.
Ah! Oh, pardon me. You made me jump a little. Bom dia. My name is Professor Arruda.
What are you doing with the well?
This isn't a well. It's an antique cistern.
Cistern? What's that?
Holy mother. It's an underground container for rainwater.
And what is it that you're doing with this cistern?
I'm examining it.
I can see that, but why?
I am an archaeologist. and I'm about to make a really important discovery.
What discovery is that?
Are you interested in history?
About a year ago, I would have asked myself the same question until this thing with the Templars happened.
Oh, you do seem interested in history. Do you have some time? I can tell you the whole story.
Sure.
Well, as you might have heard, Portugal was a paradise for the Templars. Besides France, it was the first European country in which the order established itself after its foundation in Jerusalem in 1119. In 1128, Queen Teresa presented Castle Surrey to the order as a gift. It lay near the Crescent Front.
Crescent Front? You mean the front line with the Arabs?
The Moors, correct. In 1147, Teresa's son and heir Alfonso, a Templar, conquered the Arab stronghold Lisbona with the help of his fellow knights. Today, Lisbona is called Lisbon. Alfonso declared Portugal's independence and became its first king. In return for the Templars' help, he gave them a stretch of land in the heart of the country, where the Templars built this castle. At the time, the Order's Grand Master was a man named Gualdim Pace, sometimes known as Galdinus. Tomar became the Templars' military headquarters, so to speak.
What happened then?
In 1291, the last Christian bastions in the Holy Land fell, and the Europeans blamed the Templars. Trouble was at hand for the Order. And then a French spy called Esquieu heard about the Templars' satanic practices from a disgraced ex-Templar, and reported this news to the French king.
Philip IV.
You know of him?
A little, but go on.
Well, at the time, the accusations revolved around a mysterious graven image called
Baphomet.
Are you sure you don't want to tell the rest yourself?
You can skip the bit about the Baphomet part. I'm kind of familiar with that.
Are you also aware that the original idol is believed to be here in Tomar?
That's a new one on me.
I got the information from the transcripts made by the Inquisition. The idol itself was never found, but there is still an image of Baphomet within the castle. It is engraved on one of the bricks in the kitchen wall. If it were to be removed, it is said the ceiling and with it the whole building would collapse.
My mission here might be a little harder than I first expected. But what about the cistern?
A cistern? Yes, the cistern. I will come to that. This cistern is far too refined to have served as a mere water butt. I believe the Templars hid something extremely important here.
Wait, did he say extremely important? Maybe he's talking about the seal I'm looking for. Tell me more. Do you have any idea what it could be that they hid here?
Who knows? Maybe the Templar seal that was lost when the Order was destroyed. Maybe the fifth Gospel, which Christ is said to have written himself, and was believed to have been in the Templars' possession, as with the Holy Grail.
The seal! The return of the Templars!
Right. The time of reincarnation, the hour of revenge, the dawn of a new empire.
And a single seal is supposed to do that? How could the Templars have done that, Professor?
The question should be, how can they do that?
Can do...
Yes, George, can do. After the Templars' extermination, the seal vanished. Philip the Fair had hundreds of soldiers search for it. It was the iconic symbol of the Order. He knew what power the seal possessed, and according to the legend, still does.
What power?
You weren't listening, George. The power of return.
Are you telling me this seal has magical powers?
Don't be stupid, George. The seal itself does not. But I assume it can trigger some kind of mechanism which could prove Einstein's theory of space warp.
I don't understand. What's Einstein got to do with this?
By means of space warp, it is possible to travel into the past.
And why hasn't anyone made a trip to the past yet?
How do you know no one has?
Are you telling me...
No, I only wanted to show that you can never be sure, George. Remember that.
Do you believe that people have traveled to the past?
Not yet, as there are no machines that can maintain the gravitation field. The power of the field collapses within milliseconds.
So there's no need to worry, right?
I didn't say that. The fact is, nowadays, there are machines that can open the gate for a short time. Only they need something to keep it open, to stabilize it. And that's where the seal comes in.
How can such a tiny seal stabilize a gravitation field of this size?
It's the belief of people, George. Millions of people have died for their belief in this emblem. It has developed a force stronger than the gravitational field, and thus the seal can maintain the gate. That's the mystic part of the story.
So the Templars need the seal to stabilize a gravitational field and to travel into the past. But where's the sense in that? Why time of return?
Listen, the gravitational field enables time travel, but only for a fixed span of time. 700 years.
The penny hasn't dropped there.
Think about it, George. What 700th anniversary do we have in 3 days?
The Battle of Paris!
Exactly. The Battle of Paris. 10th October 1303. Thousands of Templars died before the city gates in an attempt to kill the French king and seize power of France. As France was the military force in Europe at the time, it is hard to imagine what today's Europe would look like if the Templars had won the battle.
What now?
We must stop them. The Neo-Templars will try to get hold of this seal and use it to travel back 700 years, one day before the Battle of Paris. That will be the 9th of October. They will take modern weapons and reinforce the Templars' troops with their own. The battle would be won easily. Everything we know today as a modern democratic society would disappear even from our memories. At least, that's what I assume. No one really knows what consequences an alteration of the past would have for us.
Why is it Return of the Templars then?
Now, you can't interpret that literally. What they mean is the symbolic return. The Templars' culture would return to the present by this alteration, unless we stop them.
What if the seal isn't down there?
Then may God help us.
So what are we waiting for? Let's climb in, get that thing up here, and save the world!
I don't think so. The Portuguese Ministry of Cultural Affairs has forbidden any excavations on this site.
What? But why?
Who knows? But the fact is, I can't go down there, and neither can you.
What if you happen to doze off for a while, and a total stranger to you, say an American tourist, fell into the hole in a totally unintended and still careful way, and once down there he found...
Forget it. I appreciate scientific spirit, but I will abide by the law.
But we're talking about our future, Professor, and you want to go by the law? There won't be any laws to obey if we don't act now! Is there really nothing that could make you leave the hole for a minute?
I'm afraid not.
Damn. Back to the Templars.
Well, on Friday the 13th of October 1307, Philip IV had all known Templars in France arrested. Even in Spain, where the Templars had eliminated the Arab threat, people turned against the order because they no longer needed the Knights' protection. In 1308, the Spanish Templars escaped across the Tajo to Portugal and occupied the stronghold Almurol. All their treasures they took with them, and it is assumed that they were later brought here to Tomar.
But what made the Templars think they were safe in Portugal?
The Portuguese king Dinis hadn't forgotten what the Templars had done for his country and was still grateful. He granted them sanctuary. In fact, it was Dinis who re-established the order under another name with the elder João Lorenzo. They lived here as the Order of Christ and even kept their trademark, the Red Cross.
Can you tell me something?
Sure.
What role does Prince Zihang have in this? I have evidence that the Templars were somehow connected to the Chinese nobility.
That's true. Jacques de Molay asked Prince Dorima Cha II for 100,000 soldiers. And if he had got them, they might have changed the course of the battle, though it would still have been very close and probably bloody.
He didn't get them?
No, the prince doubted Molay's loyalty, and after the negotiations, he dropped the Grand Master like a hot potato. De Molay swore revenge, but it all came out differently. I assume today's Templars want to take revenge on the Chinese nobility for the treason. For treason, they feel it was. Only nobody knows exactly where the core of the old nobility is now.
Okay, I'll take a look around.
Sim, por favor.
It goes down about 4 meters.
Alright. Well, thanks for watching. That's where we'll end this part. So, my name is Xexor. This has been part of my playthrough of Broken Sword 2.5, The Return of the Templars. If you like this video, don't forget to smash thumbs up. It helps a lot. And if you haven't already done so, especially if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. There are references at the end of the video and also in the description to show you where you can follow me on social media, where I will keep you up to date with things like reminders about giveaways I'm able to do. There should be one coming up in February, for example. I'll remind you about my live streams every week, and you'll get notifications when I post new videos and so on. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Till then.